Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and welcome to my very first guide for the glorious and gory fighting world that is For Honor multiplayer. This guide series, much like all of my other guide series, is going to progress as I progress as an individual within the game itself. As I learn, adapt, become a better player, have quite a few of those ding light bulb moments, I'll turn around and share that information, share those tactics and those strategies with you guys to help you become better fighters, and to do it in a far more efficient manner. As it turns out, today's video is all about efficiency. For Honor is a game where the time that you spend learning about the heroes that you choose to play can be very, very valuable. Far more valuable than just blindly playing with them. It's very much a game where you're rewarded for working smarter instead of just working harder. You can grind online for hours and hours and hours and still not ever know the full intricacies of the heroes that you end up playing. So today I really wanted to highlight the how to play feature that exists directly inside of For Honor's game. You can go to how to play and you've got a whole bunch of learning assets, places and environments in which you can hone your skills with the different heroes in a variety of different situations. I cannot stress the importance of the how to play menu enough. Now there is a lot of useless stuff in here. There's like, you can rewatch the videos for the different heroes and I don't find those to be that valuable. You can replay the basic tutorial, that sort of whatever. But there's two other things that I deem exponentially valuable within this options menu. Advanced practice and dual practice. There's also a free mode, which is basically endless Dominion practice, which is really great if you're interested in Dominion. You want to understand the game's scoring system and how capturing points works. It's a great place to practice that with, no sort of stress of the multiplayer environment, so on and so forth. Today, though, I wanted to break down some of the elements within advanced practice and dual practice and also stress the things you should be learning as a beginner to amateur fighter inside of For Honor multiplayer. So let's start with advanced practice. The first thing you're going to be asked to do when you boot up advanced practice is to work on your guard break cancels. I don't want to spend too much time stressing the importance of guard break cancels, but if I could, I'd spend an entire day stressing the importance of guard break cancels. Right now, for a lot of you guys, you're probably not seeing too much going on with guard breaks other than the average player occasionally getting in your face and guard breaking you and then going to a small string of combos. Eventually, though, you'll realize, and other players will realize, that they can just keep spamming guard break on you all day long. Especially people playing light heroes that are very mobile. They can get up in your face, guard break, combo, back off, guard break, combo. So if you can't cancel a guard break, they're going to keep doing that to you again and again and again. Now I know it's not easy. In fact, I deem guard break canceling to be one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult thing inside of For Honor multiplayer. It's very hard to master. It's completely based on animations and timing. You do get a little shield when somebody initiates a guard break that I found, but by the time you see the shield, it's way too late to actually land the cancel itself. So you have to really practice this. You have to start to read animations. You have to know exactly what it looks like when somebody initiates a guard break so you can get that timing down and actually land the cancel. It is by no means easy, but I promise if you practice it, it will pay off and you'll be able to shut down a lot of players. The best advice I can give you right now as someone who maybe is learning guard break cancels or who is struggling with them is to keep your distance. If you recognize that you can't cancel a guard break, then don't put yourself in a position where guard breaks can be delivered so easily by your opponent. Keep your distance. Dodge away from them if they start to get close to you. Really, I think a good piece of fighting etiquette from either side is to punish anyone who gets close enough with the guard break. So if a guy gets in your face and he's just kind of standing there, guard break him. What's the point of waiting for him to attack you? He's close enough, grab him. You wouldn't do that in a fight. Even in a video game, it doesn't make sense. So if someone is that close to you, guard break them, go into a light combo, or just throw them away from you and show them that you mean boss. Punish people who get that close, that way they don't have the time to consistently punish you. Play smart and you'll survive a lot longer and you'll perform a lot better. Moving forward, you're also going to learn about heavy parries and external blocks. Heavy parries are super easy to master. It's all about visual timing. You'll actually see the arrow flash from the direction that they're attacking with. You simply hit the trigger for your heavy attack and you manage to land a heavy parry. Those can go right into heavy attacks, other combos. Very, very useful, especially for those of you guys playing hero classes that don't have sustained block abilities, that can only block for a small portion of time. The heavy parry is going to be As Frothy Omen would put it, your bread and butter when it comes to delivering damage and staying alive. Now, External Block is primarily for those of you guys who plan on playing anything that isn't 1v1. So 2v2s, Deathmatch, and Dominion, being able to externally block multiple targets outside of the target that you are actively targeting is really valuable, again, in boosting your survivability, you know, while you wait for your teammates to show up to support you in a mode like Dominion or Deathmatch. Let's move forward and talk a little bit about duel practice, though. This is basically an endless duel mode. It has 4 different difficulty levels. Level 0, which puts you up against a Peacekeeper. Level 1, which puts you up against a Raider. Level 2, against the Shigoki. And Level 3, against the Valkyrie. Now, Level 0 isn't actually some sort of a duel environment where you attack. It gives you a Peacekeeper that infinitely regenerates health instantly. So this is basically a dummy target. It doesn't attack back. It's a good place to work on mastering your moveset and your combos, working on your timing. That's all it's good for. There's nothing else that really comes from level 0. Level 1 now gives you the Raider who actually attacks you. This is good if you're a new player, you want to work on your guard break cancels, you want to work on your heavy parries, you want to work on landing your combos, getting your timing down, being able to read your opponent at a very low difficulty level. Level 1 is for you. Level 2 instantly ramps things up exponentially. The Shigoki is a hardcore counterattacker, and he will consistently punish you for failing guard break cancels, for getting too close. This is like the #1 opponent to go up against if you really want to be stressed out and have a lot of tension when trying to practice guard break cancels, because if you fail, there's a good chance he's going to pull out his baseball bat and go all Babe Ruth on you, send you right over the fences. Now, level 3 isn't actually that much more difficult than the Shigoki, but it is the Valkyrie, so you're getting a different fighting style. I found that when learning heroes, I'll start off with the Peacekeeper, I'll mess around with the moveset, I'll move on to the Raider. The Raider is really a great place to spend time when it comes to mastering your moveset. From there, you can then bounce back and forth between the Shigoki and the Valkyrie to deal with those 2 different fighting styles and to get really good at active combat and active defense with whatever hero it is you're trying to play. Let me stress, though, the importance of your moveset, guys. I see a lot of people online, they don't know their full moveset, you know, they're not pulling off all of the moves they possibly could be. That's sort of like Doomguy showing up to fight like the biggest demon he's ever fought and only bringing 4 of his 15 weapons. It just doesn't make any sense. So mastering your moveset, getting your combos down, understanding the importance of timing to land your combos is going to make you a far, far better fighter. It's going to make you less predictable. It's going to make you more diverse, which is in turn going to boost your survivability. It's just going to make you a more difficult opponent to go up against, and who doesn't want that? The movesets in this game aren't really that complicated, so do yourself a favor and learn them. Understand how to initiate the different attacks, the different counters, the different dodge attacks, depending on the heroes you're playing, and profit. It's really quite as simple as that. Ubisoft has given us an awesome tool set for learning this game. I'm really stoked about this little how to play menu. The advanced practice, the dual practice, you know, the free mode. These are kick-ass environments to get better at For Honor. You could go online and you could just blindly assume that you know everything and just keep losing again and again and again. Or you could work smarter rather than harder, put in practice with the dual practice, go up against the Shigoki, the Valkyrie, master your moveset in a nice honed environment, and then take it online and learn all of the intricacies of going up against a real player across the different heroes, learn to read them, and evolve yourself from there. That's my advice for leveling yourself up in For Honor's multiplayer. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to throw them down in the comment section below. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover in future For Honor guides, feel free to suggest it down there as well. I'm going to get back to working on that new closer, so I'll see you in the next one.